Hi guys, welcome back to Let's Make the Future. Today we are up with a new virtual circuit of obstacle avoider. So before getting into the circuit, let's see an example or know about what is obstacle avoider. Let's say if I'm walking and suddenly in front of me a wall comes. My eyesight will see the wall and send a message to the brain that there is a wall in front of me in this much distance. So the brain will calculate and tell that if you keep on going you will crash into it. So once you get to certain distance you need to take right or left, and that the timing will be given by the brain to the legs. So when the time comes the legs will automatically turn left or right. The same way, since robot is like a newborn baby, we are the brain baby of the robots. So we need to feed to the motherboard or the brain of the robot that at this certain distance, like, let's say like 10 centimeter away from the object, you need to take left turn or a right turn or to stop there. So to calculate the distance, we will be using ultrasonic sensor, which looks like this. It might look like a eye, but it's similar to eye, and it it triggers and receives like you might have heard sonic sounds in physics, or the same sonic sound is used in ships to measure the depth. The same way it produces a sound wave. It from You can see here that T and R is there. From this the sound waves is sended, and from R the sound wave is received. So with the help of ultrasonic sound sensor we will be making this project. Before that, let's see a function, how does the ultrasonic sensor works. In this we can see that there is a chirp, that is a sound wave is coming and reflecting back after hitting the object, and the reflected sound wave is received by the another side, which is the receiver or the echo receiver. From this receiver it will create a pulse, and it will be sent to the main board. From the main board, the we need to program it, and at one distance, at certain distance like 10 centimeter, the main board will tell the motors to change the direction to left or right. So this is the working principle. So let's get into the building of circuit. For this we need a Arduino Arduino Uno, Arduino Uno R3, and a breadboard, two motors, let's flip this, and these two, keep it here and keep it here. We will make this as right motor, and this will be the left motor, and we need a L293D, L293D, and place it between the dip. That's all. We don't need any other thing. You might think that in previous project we used a 9-volt battery, a regulator, but in this we don't need a regulator or a battery, because this Uno board itself will produce the required battery and required electricity, hence the regulator is not required. So now we'll start with the connections. We'll take red for positive, which is 5 volt, and give it to positive, and ground to negative, and we'll make this as black. Now we will connect these two strips, since that this side strip also need electricity. And we'll change this to red. So now this side strip and this side strip is charged, and this positive is 5 volt and this is negative. Now we will connect the motors. We will take pink, connect the right motors positive with output 3, and negative with output 4. Same way, positive of this motor to output 1, and output 2 to negative of the motor. And I will just arrange it. Yes. And now we will take red color, since we are going to connect it. We need to power this 293D, so we will connect all the things as the same last project's connection. And the two grounds to negative. This will be black, and this will be also black, and this to here, this one to here. Now we will take this. We have 14 pins here: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we will take only 4 pins from here. Then we will connect, we will change this to yellow color. First pin, 8th pin will be given to input 1, 9th pin will be given to input 2, the pin will be given to input 3, and 11th pin will be given to input 4. Then in this we forgot the main thing, which is the distance calculator, which is said to be ultrasonic sensor. Ultrasonic. We will not take this ultrasonic sensor, but we will take this ultrasonic sensor. So let's take this and place it here. In this we can see that there is 4 pins. VCC, which means the positive connection, ground, which means the negative connection, trigger pin is the place from where the sound wave is given out, and echo pin is the place from where the reflected sound wave is received. So we will give connection to it. We will give black for ground and red for VCC. Since we have 14 pins and we have just used 4 pins, we can also use another pins. So let's take this trigger pin and change, before that change color to pink. It's not this. Let's change the color to pink and give the trigger pin to 13 and echo pin to 12. 12. So now our circuit is ready, but only the circuit is ready. We need to program it, then only the main board or the brain knows that we need to do the certain things when certain things happen. So let's go to code and we will do a block coding. We will delete this and go to controls, click on if then else, which is if else statement, then click on output, take set pin 0 to high and put it in if, duplicate it 4 times, and you can duplicate whole thing and put it in else also. Now we will give what are the pins: 8, 9, 10 and 11. So 8, 9, 10 and 11. For if statement we need to go to input. You can see that read ultrasonic sensor distance to trigger something. We will take that and we know that trigger pin is 13 and echo pin is 12, right? Let's check it. Echo pin 12 and trigger pin 13. So let's go to the code and change this trigger pin to 13 and echo pin to 12. And we will keep the units in centimeter, which will be easy. And before that we need to do a math calculation. We'll take 1 less than 1, and instead of this 1 we will place this thing, and less than, let's say 10 centimeter. So let's see what does this code means. We say that if the ultrasonic distance sensors trigger pin 13 and echo pin 12 is less than 10, which means that the sender and the receiving distance is less than 10 centimeter, then less than 10 centimeter, that is 9 centimeter, 3 centimeter, then we need to set pin 8 to high and sorry, we need to change these, but before that let's see this. Pin 8 to high, pin 9 to high, pin 10 to high, pin 11 to high. If the distance is not less than 10 centimeter, we don't need to turn, so it will be going on. Now let's give the value to this. I think you must and you might have remembered that yesterday's table. So in this, for forward movement, this is left motor's input 1, input 2, right motor's input 3 and input 4 should be 1 0 1 0. So let's go to here and confirm that this is the left motor and its input 1 is 8 and input 2 is 9. Right motor's input 3 is 10 and input 4 is 11. So go to code, and for else statement we'll program it, and we need to change the values 8, 9, 10 and 11. For forward, else it should move forward, right? Like 12 centimeter, 15 centimeter means it should not turn and it should be going forward. So it will be changing this into high low. Since 1 and 0, we know that 1 and 0 is positive and negative. The another name of positive is high and another name of negative is 0. And here you might see that why did I say like VCC is positive, because another name of positive is also VCC. So now let's program it. High low, high and low. This is for forward movement. And now if the distance is less than 10 centimeter, what it should do? If we are programming for left turn, then it should be 0 1 1 0, which means low high high low. So we'll change to low high high and low. That's all. We have finished the programming. Now let's test it. Start the simulation. We can see that the RPM is 143 RPM and 143 RPM, which means it's going forward, since the object is 133 centimeters away from the robot. So let's take it closer and closer, and we'll keep it 2.7 centimeter distance. And now see, the right motor is 143 rpm and left motor is minus 143 rpm, which means that it's turning left side. And if we want it to turn right side, let's follow this rule, and 1001, which means high low low high. So high low low high. So now what will happen is, if the distance between the object and the robot is less than 10 centimeter, it will turn right side. Before changing this, we saw that if the object and the robot distance is greater than 10 less than 10 centimeter, it will change to turn to left. Now we have changed to right. So let's try it. It's initializing, and here you can see the object is 1.2 centimeters distance from the robot. So the right motor is minus 143 rpm and left is 143 rpm, which means that the motor the robot is turning right side. So guys, and before ending, let's see what if the distance is greater than 10 centimeter. We can see that both are running in forward direction. So guys, this is the that's all the circuit. Hope you liked and understood how it's working. If you like it, click on the like button, share and comment. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell button for notifying and to not miss further projects. So if any doubt, you can ask in comment section, and in next video I'll be trying to run four motors and the servo motor. But if servo motor is not possible, I'll show the how to run four motors, and even you can also try and say if it is successful or not in the comment box. And if the servo motor is also successful, I will show how to run four motor along with ultrasonic sensor with servo motor. In that project we will do like, if the object is in front of the ultrasonic sensor, first we will rotate its sensor to right and left, like we humans will see right and left before crossing the road, whether the object is whether the cars or anything is coming or not. The same way it will also turn and see, and if there is no object, if left side has object less than 10 centimeter and forward also less than 10 centimeter, but right side it's more than 10 centimeter, it will turn right and go forward. So I'll be trying to do that, and if it is successful I'll be taking a video. Till then, thank you and stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the like button, share, comment and click the bell button. I said before. Thank you guys.